Hi, everyone, and welcome to Hail Mary Meteorology. My name's Mike, or a lot of people call me Mush. Hail Mary Meteorology will see how weather interacts with sports. We'll cover the major sporting events each week and how weather may impact these events and give you the overall weather forecast. So let's take a look at this week. And obviously, the big event this week is Sunday, the Super Bowl 60 out in Santa Clara, California. We also have the PGA Tour. It's stopped in Scottsdale, Arizona at the TPC Scottsdale Stadium course. And then finally, Live Golf kicks off its season in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So let's start with the Super Bowl, and obviously it's going to be a big game. Fans in New England and Seattle are excited. As you can see here, boom. But anyhow, seriously, it should be a really competitive game. I think both teams are excellent at the defensive line, great young secondaries. Obviously, the quarterbacks are playing extremely well. I thought Seattle had a little bit of an advantage at running back, but I'm a little worried about the Charbonnet ACL injury. It's going to put a lot of pressure on Kenneth Walker. At wide receiver, I think Seattle's better with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And I think offensive line, Seattle's a little bit better. So I think right now, if I had to pick, and I don't usually do this, but I'd go with the Seattle Seahawks. Now let's get to the weather forecast at Levi Stadium. So the high temperature on Sunday there's going to be about 65. Prior to kickoff, we're looking at temperatures 59 to 60 degrees. So a little bit of a drop from the high of that day. It's going to be mostly cloudy, and there's going to be a slight chance of rain. And unfortunately, is a 23% chance. And what's happening there, we had that long wave ridge over the western United States. The northern portion of that ridge is starting to give a little bit. So we're going to see some onshore flow, some shower activity spread from the Pacific Northwest down to Northern California. And it's a little too early yet. We're several days in advance of Sunday. But anyhow, there's a very, very slight chance of rain. And when I come back on Thursday, we'll give you an update on the forecast. So let's move to Arizona, where the PGA Tour is stopping there at the Waste Management Phoenix Open. The defending champion is Thomas Dietrich. This course, he unfortunately left for Live, but this course is well known for the 16th hole, the stadium hole. And the weather's going to be spectacular Thursday through Sunday. The average high temperature those 4 days is going to be about 79 degrees, so really comfortable. And skies all 4 days are going to be partly cloudy to mostly sunny. So it should be an excellent 3 days. I believe the coverage is on CBS. Now let's go to Saudi Arabia and Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, where Live Golf is kicking off its season Wednesday through Saturday. The defending champion of Live Golf Riyadh is Adrian Meronk. He's there to defend his title. And obviously, they've been through a lot of changes, a number of additions, subtractions, but should be a really entertaining event because the event is actually played overnight there. So you'll be able to see it in the morning and during the afternoon, Eastern Standard Time here in the United States. The average high right now for Riyadh is going to be about 74 degrees over the 4 days. And the low is going to be 58. So there's a 16-degree spread. So since the tournament's being played overnight, I would think somewhere in the mid to low 60s for temperature. So overall, pretty comfortable. Winds should be light, but there could be some gusts at 10 to 15 miles per hour. So the players are going to have to take that in consideration. But these three sporting events overall, from Wednesday, Thursday, all the way to Sunday. Looks like the weather overall is going to be pretty good. And I wanted to touch on one more thing for the next 2 days here. There's a real weak clipper system that's sliding through the Ohio Valley, and it's going to produce a little bit of light snow. It's a moisture-starved system, so there's not going to be a whole lot of precipitation with this. But I wanted to show two graphics real quick. One of them is the probability. Now, this is an ensemble probability of 1 inch or more of snow. You could see the main snow is going to be over southern Ohio, northern Kentucky, into West Virginia, maybe southwestern Virginia. We're going to have to watch east of the Appalachians. Right now, percentages are pretty low, generally 10 to 30% in certain spots of Maryland, Virginia, and North Carolina. The National Weather Service forecast basically shows that streak of snow from southern Ohio, northern Kentucky, east into West Virginia, and you can see the maximas over the central Appalachians. And then you get east of the mountains, and there could be dusting to maybe just under an inch in some spots. And the hot spot could be southeastern Virginia and northeastern North Carolina. Why is this? Why am I talking about this? Well, if the snow falls overnight into the early morning hours, could be some rush hour issues, not just tomorrow morning, but for Thursday morning across this area of the country. So around Baltimore, D.C., down towards Richmond, over towards Norfolk, maybe even far south is Raleigh, and even south and west towards Charlotte. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention too. And I'll be back Thursday to give you an update on the forecast for the Super Bowl and the forecast, not just for the PGA, but Live. And that's all I have for you today. Take care.